particularly case studies that involve enterprises. Yesterday you heard how Beth Israel Deaconess is changing its business model and trying to deal with some regulation in the cloud. Our next application comes to us from the world of air travel. Phillip Easter helped to build the mobile application environment for American Airlines atop Microsoft's public cloud service called Azure. And so Philip's going to come out and talk to us about mobile app development using cloud platforms. Phil.
Good morning. I'm Phillip Easter from American Airlines. How many did we fly here? I hope you all got upgraded. So I'm here to talk about what you could consider old legacy company, how we are embracing the cloud. You could say we've had an affinity for clouds for quite some time, about 80 years. But at American, we're looking at how can we not move, but how can we create new opportunities in the cloud. And I think I agree with one of the speakers earlier. There's a great opportunity for new services around legacy systems. And today I want to talk about how we've introduced a mobile component using the Microsoft Azure platform. First, a little propaganda. So we are a pretty large airline. We go to 260 airports, over 3,300 daily flights, 900 aircraft, and recently we just put the largest order in history. We're going to be upgrading all those MD-80s. If you have a chance, go check out our Facebook. We have some pictures of a new 777 that introduces some new amenities. One of the features is a self-serve bar. You might like that. There you go. And of course, 86 million passengers in 2011. So everything is mobile for us. You, our customers, you're constantly mobile, going through our airports, getting on our airplanes, hopefully not standing in queue. You're constantly mobile. Our employees that work with you, they are always mobile as well. At the airports, they're moving around, they're constantly being reassigned. Mechanics are constantly moving around different aircraft. So these two different forces are always mobile. Our planes, obviously, that's our asset. Our planes are always moving around the network. And our equipment on the ground is constantly mobile. So American Airlines has a key investment for mobility. Mobility is really going to help our airline, improve our airline, and ultimately improve customer satisfaction. So where do we get to the apps? So my job is to figure out how to connect mobile technology to our customers and how to bridge the gap where there may be times where we don't show our softer side. So we feel mobility has an opportunity for us to enhance that. So currently we have over 3 million downloads. We are on all the platforms. We're in all the stores. Also, we're on e-readers. More and more e-readers are being used at the gate and on the plane. Another fact, a little tidbit you may not know, is all of our applications work free Wi-Fi on the airplane. So you don't have to pay for Wi-Fi to use our applications. This is convenient because in air you have the opportunity to check connecting information, other services that you might need. So flight status. If you did a report on all the calls that our applications make, flight status is #1. That's the one that most of our customers are very apprehensive about. Is my flight on time? Has the gate changed? Has the time been modified, not delayed? So flight status is constantly called. It's one of our, it's our highest #1 mobile app request. Gate times and planes, always changing. So here's kind of a diagram of big picture of how our operation works down to the mobile device. Currently we have an AA private all the buzz about clouds and small devices connecting to cloud systems that do all the intelligence, 40 years ago, that was a mainframe. So we are still somewhat legacy. We have a lot on the mainframe. We've moved much of that to mid-range as well, but that all sits here hidden in our AA private system. So in order for us to create a robust, more scalable service and get those services out to mobile devices, we had to spend the time to create a web service product for mobile devices. And that really does the transferring of legacy system data, security, and all that to mobile devices. So we have all these mobile devices out there in the network connecting through a proxy agent back into our systems. And that works very well, very efficient. But each of these devices is its own device. It's calling several times to our systems. So recently, we've decided to launch on Windows Phone. A nice, elegant platform. Potential is pretty good. So we said, let's launch on Windows Phone. So we worked with Microsoft. They had some great local engineers at Dallas. And we sat down and they said, let's look at this holistically. We just don't want you to replicate what you're doing in your current implementation. Let's look at some other services that we can employ here, and that's where we came up with Azure. So the talk kind of talked about what are some of the things that your application does. And a really true great mobile app does three things very well. And one of those things is flight status. So let's zoom in on the cloud here. So what we did is we said, let's abstract this another layer. Let's create a worker role that will connect to your mobile web services. Let's create a database to track and look at all these flight information. And we'll have a web connector. And that collectively will then talk to your mobile web service and back down to all these devices. And if you have a Windows Phone, what's nice about that, you can use these active tiles, and our application actually will update the main tile with flight change or gate change. So what's nice about that is we can push information to this application without you having to actually launch the application. And obviously, if that's the number one thing that people are using, let's push that up, let's bubble that up. So what we effectively did here is we abstracted another layer to new services that are commonly called. Instead of constantly pinging and hitting our back-end services, we're caching those in the cloud, which the title of the presentation was turbocharging, so there's your turbo. So we can do a one call basically to many out in the clients. And what's nice about this is that it allows us to then start adding new services into this architecture. It also allows us to maybe move other devices to this. It gives us more security. Airlines are very secure. It gives us more security. It gives us instant elastability. So it really was a good solution for us. The other option that allows is that we're looking at is how can we then allow additional APIs into this service and open that up to third-party developers. And that's something that would be very exciting for us to see a new development using our data. But again, abstracting it far enough out that we feel secure about it. And I think that's the end of my presentation. So if you have any questions about what I talked about, just put a dot in my name at aa.com, and I'd be happy to answer any of your emails, non-customer service related. Again, thanks for your time.